Hiya, welcome back to another podcast. My name's Diane and I'm coming to you from Warsaw in the West Midlands, where I live with my partner Richard. It's been, I think it's been about 3 weeks since our last podcast, so apologies for that, but life gets in the way. I had all these big plans. We were going to bake together, we were going to do a whole host of Christmassy things. It just didn't happen. Just life gets in the way. Most of my 2 daughters tested positive for COVID. Christmas Day, Boxing Day. My 2 grandsons also Boxing Day, and partner as well. Her partner as well. The oldest daughter's partner. So it's been quite a challenging Christmas. So I managed to see the 2 girls on Christmas Day for lunch. Touch wood, because I don't know if it's because we've already just had COVID or we just had our boosters a week before, but Richard and I haven't. We're still testing negative. Thank goodness at the moment, so fingers crossed that continues in that fashion. So I hope you've all been keeping well and you've had a lovely Christmas. Let me know in the comments below what were your ordeals. What have you been up to? Did you have a festive one or a COVID one? There seems to be a lot of it about, doesn't there? But anyway, that's life. We've got to learn to live with it, haven't we? Right, so where can you find me? You can find me on Instagram as yew-tree-yarncraft. Ravery as diddy-01, and I also have an Etsy shop which is yew-tree-yarncraft, also where I put on my project bags and bits and pieces. I will be having a January sale starting tomorrow, I believe, if I can get round to getting it done today, but we'll see how time goes. But yeah, I'm going to do probably a 25% off sale, so if you want to pop along and have a look. Any questions, if you can't find the site or whatever, just let me know. I'm having a lot of people not being able to find the site, so I don't know what's going on there, but hey ho. Okay, let's get into finished objects. And I have one. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate, to be fair, with Christmas and COVID and restrictions. Well, no, we haven't been that restricted this year, have we, to be fair? So, yeah. But I have finished Richard's socks, the long ones. So, yeah, there they are. And this was Black Death from Attic Spin Dye. You can see up close and personal there. Just like, these haven't been blocked yet, and he's already had them on his feet. So, and I do have 2. So yeah, they seem to have taken a long time to get off the needles this time. With one thing and another, not being able to get back to knitting, or lost my knitting mojo for socks for a little while, to be fair, as well. So yeah, but we're back, and hopefully next year is going to bring a better year. So yeah, finished, all done, off the needles. He loves them, so that's the one and only finished object that I've got, I'm afraid. But I do have a couple of whips. I have a couple of patterns that I said that I was going to start, but I haven't started yet because I just hadn't got the yarn for. I think it was the Koru pullover, I think it was. I'll fetch the pattern up in a bit because I've forgotten to bring it up, so I'll just run downstairs and get that in a minute. But for now, we have the spike, and we have progress. So I've just split for the sleeves on this. I've been knitting on this for the past couple of days frantically because I am absolutely loving it. It's a I've really enjoyed the lace pattern, to be fair. So that's where I was the last time I saw you. So that's I've done to there, and this is only the last couple of days, to be honest, that I've had time to pick this up and give it a little go, but you can see all of the lace work. Oh, it's gorgeous. And I like the colours now, the way they're coming together. Because if you remember, this was the one where I wasn't sure about the colours. So I've just split for the sleeves. There's the holding on. I think it's 60 stitches holding on there for each sleeve. And just about to start, there's a pattern, there's like an X pattern that comes down the body. I'm just about to start the X pattern at the minute, but oh, it's just, I'm loving it. I just hope these arms aren't going to come down too far. Mind you, now that I've split for the sleeves, it should be okay. I did try it on before I split for the sleeves, and literally trying it on when you haven't split for the sleeves, it's like pull it over and it's like a cowl for you for your shoulders, isn't it, to be fair? But I think it's going to be fine. And I wanted it a little bit baggy anyway. I've gone up a needle size to, it does say on the pattern to use a 3.75, but I've gone up to a size 4 because it was giving me quite a close knit and I didn't want it that close. I wanted it a little bit more stretch to it, which is great. So yeah, and the yarns for that, I think I have shared these once or twice. So the main colour is called Ginger Ale, both Ducky Darlings yarns, and the colour, the yolk, oops, escapee, come back. The lace is done in the buttermilk. Both superwash merino and nylon, 75/25. So yeah, I don't think I can say any more about that, but watch this space. I need it finished. I want to wear it now, but I'm loving it. I've just had to order myself some DPNs, size 4s, because I don't have, I've got a 375 and I think I've got a 5 in DPNs. I don't use DPNs very much because for my socks I use the 9-inch circulars, which I love. Yeah, so they're on Malik 4mm, which I love. Fabulous needles. Yeah. So yeah, loving that. That is loving life in my yarn bale bag at the minute. And I've got another batch to put on here, which I'll speak about it shortly. Okay, my next work in progress is not that one. It's living in a higher sock bag. And you get these bags with you when you order your needles for your 9-inch circulars, or I'm telling complete lies because I haven't even started this one. I've caked this up to start a pair of socks for my daughter. I haven't even cast that on yet. It's in this bag here, my next whip. Sorry about that. Too much Christmas chocolate and festivity. So this is living in my beautiful sister's bag. I had a lady ask about these bags the other week. It's two sisters out of New York, but they do have a warehouse in the UK. Because Richard bought me this a long time ago. It's been a couple of years ago now, and he couldn't remember where, but he knows he sent them a message, and they have a UK supplier. So if you look, sisters is spelled with a Y, SYSTER. So yeah, so if you'll remember these from the last time, I think, and I have actually frogged these again. I think I frogged them on the last podcast because I didn't like the way it was knitting up. I frogged it again because I was doing toe up, wasn't going how I would like it to go, so I frogged it again. And now I'm doing cuff down. So 1 by 1 rib, just plain stockinette, vanilla sock, fish kiss, lips heel, and we are about halfway now. These are for my son, and if you, no, I don't think he does watch, but if you do, look away. You should have looked away already, but hey ho. Anyway, the yarn is, I believe, an opal. I couldn't find the label, if you remember the last time, but I actually did find it. It's Farb 9922, Parte 2706. I don't know which one is the colourway there because it's a German yarn, is it? There we go. So that's opal, and it was a new colourway when I bought it. I haven't had it that long, to be fair, so, but it's a really lovely colour. I mean, it's, is it micro stripes you call those, or, but yeah, and I have two, not quite as far on the foot with that one, but we're getting there. These should have been a Christmas present, but they're not finished, and I haven't seen him over Christmas anyway because of the girls and the grandchildren getting COVID, and he just said, we'll stay where we are and you stay where you are and we'll see you soon. So yeah, hopefully next time I see you those will be off the needles. That'll be nice. And I do have another sock cast on, but there's not a lot to show you on that one, to be fair, because it's a brand new cast on. Literally, it's 2 rows. I do have a new sock pattern from Kelly at Roro and Cade's. She gifted me a couple of patterns, which, thank you very much, Kelly. I'm just about to start a hat. I'll cast that on probably later on today, or this evening. The socks, I need to find some beautiful yarns because they're the dispersion. Is it dispersion socks? I think they're called. Just let me go and grab the pattern. 1 second. Sorry about that. I will try and cut that little bit of what's it out, but anyway, this is the pattern for the hat that I'm planning to cast on. It's called Into the Meadow, and it's by Kelly at Roro and Cade's, so that will be my next cast on. And then those are the socks, dispersion socks. So she very kindly gifted me a couple of patterns, and I should be making them soon enough. So those are my, well, I did have new patterns as a side note there, but that's done then. The other one I want to be casting on is in that book there, but yet so I did show you the pattern for this 5, did I, as well? So that's Caitlin Hunter, the pattern is by. For the other one, that was the whip I have there. But I think I'm going to make mine a little bit longer than that because I don't like short, kind of cropped jumpers. So mine will be a little bit longer. This is the norm for me. Right, so we've done whips, FO. My next is my acquisitions. Now, I think everybody, or almost everybody this year I've seen doing vlogmases have all had their advents, and there's been some beautiful advents, really gorgeous minis and little treats and bits and pieces. Loved every single one. Richard did made up an advent for me, and I was absolutely blown away with it. Every single day there was something. He didn't do minis, he did skeins. So one day I might get a skein of something beautiful and gorgeous to knit, and another day it was something like stitch markers. But these are just a few of the things that were in. He did it in tubes. It was beautiful. Blew me away. Blew me away. So these are the little ducks stitch markers, and that was from yarnilicious from Nicola at Yarnilicious. That's her details on the back there. And the little ducks, little bath ducks, which is absolutely gorgeous. And they're on like a little light bulb stitch marker. But look at those, aren't they cute? So cute, so cute, gorgeous. And I think I've been looking in the wrong place all the time as well. Again, I'm looking at me and I should be looking at you. Sorry about that. Do it every single time. These were gorgeous baubles, and they're from Dinas Home of Crafts, which is a local to me. I think she's just opened a shop in Solihull, actually. If you're anywhere in the West Midlands, pop along and see her. She's an absolutely wonderful young lady. All of her stuff is spot on, completely, but I love those little baubles. This one was absolutely gorgeous. Little birds, again on a little light bulb stitch marker. But how cute, how flipping cute are these beauties? Look at those. Stay still, focus. Aren't they gorgeous? And she sent a little card, Yarny Finds. They're from Yarny Finds, and the lady's name is Van. I'm guessing Vanessa. Yarny Finds, and she sent a beautiful little note on the back. It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Blown away. Can't believe. I'm totally spoiled beyond recognition. Another one, I had some more little ducks from Ducky Darlings. I didn't even know Ducky Darlings did stitch markers. They're beautiful. Everyone knows Ducky Darlings. Pop along and give her a little follow and a like. She's on Instagram, Facebook, and her yarns are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's their card. Hayley. Beautiful. Now this one, I had skeins of yarn, I had stitch markers, I had tape measures. It's a yarn ball, it's a ball of yarn. And this one is beautiful wooden one that goes with everything wooden that I have, to be honest. And there's two little sheep on the back there, and I think that's a Knit Pro one. Knit Pro, yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? But the one thing out of everything that absolutely blew my socks off, I'm sure everyone knows Chevyrell from the Chevyrells Stuff podcast. Grab your drink, or grab your drink. So he got me a badge all the way from America. Grab your drink. Isn't that gorgeous? I was absolutely, it made me cry, blown away with that. And she wrote a lovely little message on there for him as well. Gorgeous, absolutely blew me away with that. Out of everything that, and I've said it before, it isn't the gift, or it isn't the things, it's the thought and the feeling behind, and just the sheer determination to kind of, well, that's what I want, and I'm going to try my best to find it. Something so small and so beautiful. Absolutely love it. Love it. So, I also got, actually, these are my yarns from my Advent. I don't think I can get them all. But I've never had a stash as such. But now I have a stash. There was a couple here that my daughters bought me as well. That one, I'll put those to the side and show that one a different. But sort of, they all kind of, I think these are all Lay family yarns, these ones. But look at those colours. They are going to be epic. I just need to find some patterns now. Anybody got any patterns in mind that can use? Some beautiful yarns. So we'll, oh, that one's Life in the Long Grass. Apologies for that. Put it in with that one. And there was, this one's a Lay family yarn. But yeah, absolutely blown away with this Advent. I think it's going to be a one-off. I don't think he'll do it again, because it was it took him such a long time. He's explained to me all the people he's spoken to, and they're all hand dyers, makers from Etsy. I think everybody's got a little shop or a little website. So I'm so happy to be part of sort of everybody's little business, and helping out. But yeah, there's some Dinas crafts, Dinas Home of Crafts. There's For the Love of Yarn. We have Another Life in the Long Grass, and I love this colourway. This colourway is beautiful. That's actually coming out a little bit lighter on the camera than it is. It's more like sort of a goldy cream with some speckles of blues, and if you can see the blues and the reds, and then they've got speckles of browns, blacks. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do like Life in the Long Grass yarn. And then we've got a Ducky Darling. Always a pretty yarn, always beautiful yarn. That one's a DK. Again, absolutely gorgeous. I could wax lyrically for hours about yarn. And this one is called Pumpkin Patch. And this is the only one that he said he wasn't very sure about, just because it is true to colour on the camera there. It's orange, it is pumpkin, and it's got those little speckles of green in there. I love it. I mean, that's going to look wonderful in something. Maybe a cowl, maybe a hat, maybe a scarf, who knows? But we will use, they will all get used. Oh, this is a copper Ducky Darling, and that's copper. Again, that one's coming out a little bit lighter on camera. It's just slightly darker than that one in real life, and it's kind of a tonal colour. Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely blown away with all of those. I'm just so excited to get some patterns. I do have a lot of patterns that I've bought over the years. This one was from my daughter, Sheep on Mars. She's got me a blue one as well of that. That's this one here. Oh, so I did really well, didn't I, for the yarn this Christmas? Absolutely blown away. Look at this one. These are some of my favourite colours, the greens, the browns, the little speckles. Look at that green. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And we've got the purples and the blacks, and it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be so busy in 2022. My goodness. I also got this from my beautiful mum-in-law, and the fabric is absolutely fantastic. I don't know what's going on with it. I really apologise about the light today. It's really grey outside. I think the light just keeps changing. It's just gone really dark, dismal. It's going to rain again. I do have a backlight. I've got one of these that holds your phone. Let's pop it on there. Don't know if that's made any difference. Has it made any difference? I was just a little bit dubious about it, because when I put it on earlier, I could see the circle in my glasses. So let's just see how it goes. Should turn it down a little bit, maybe. If you can see circles in my glasses now, I do apologise, but the light is absolutely terrible. We are in the middle of winter now. What time is it? It's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's It's getting to that time of day where it starts to go dark. Anyway, I digress. Knit and stitch. This is from, I believe it was a shop on Etsy. I believe she's got a shop on Etsy, but don't quote me on that because it was a gift, so I'm not 100%. But isn't that gorgeous? Needle case and popple needles and pins, and there's a couple of little pages in there for it. I call them pages anyway. And then it just fastens together with a little button there. I haven't even taken the tag off this yet because I need to show it on the podcast, but fabric's gorgeous. And then there's the needles, hooks, just bits and pieces kind of case to pop things in as well. Same fabric. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So talented, some people. So there's a little pocket there, little notions and things. Oh, it's a little Velcro with a button over the top. Another little pocket there. And we've got somewhere for hooks, crochet hooks or needles. And then there's a little, what is that there? Oh, there's a big pocket at the end. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. So yeah, if you're in the market for getting a little case to pop all your bits and pieces in, this was a beautiful, beautiful gift. I will use this forever. So thank you, Val, if you're watching. It was absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. Just put that to one side. No, the light is terrible, absolutely horrible. Yeah. Like milk. It's gone milky. Never mind. Also for Christmas, I got Luna LARPing. Now I was eyeing these up when I went to Yarndale, and I must have gone on and on and on and on and on about it when I got back, because it must have prompted Richard to buy me one for Christmas. So we have Luna's rabbit with all the felt. Excuse the terrible, but yeah, it's, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Luna LARPing. And in the kit you get everything to make a Luna, so all the little fabrics to do everything. Get a little kit with all the buttons for the eyes and even pins and sort of needles and stuff on the back there. And we've got the, I think you get the fabric to make the dress as well. In the, I haven't read the pattern properly yet. I did message Jeanette at Crafty Clegs. She's done quite a few of Luna's now, different animals, and she's given me some advice, and the advice more than anything was read your pattern, which I'm terrible. So Jeanette, that is fantastic advice, thank you, because I'm terrible for just scanning. And I don't think I'm alone in that. I think a lot of people just scan a pattern and think, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing now. You know, I mean, I sew, not terribly great, but I sew. So yeah, that's the fabric that you make the Luna from. I'm absolutely, so this is going to be my New Year's Day. I think it's Chevyrells from the Stuff Room. Chevyrells Stuff Room podcast is doing a make along starts 1st of January to something of February, sometime in February. She's put a lot of information on Instagram, and I'm sure on her podcast she'll kind of reiterate on there. But it's to make something new to you for 22, so something new for 22. So I'm gonna have a little go at that, because I've never done a make along before with anything. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little go, see how it goes. Yeah, so that's my Luna, and I think that's all of my shares. That was a little bit long, wasn't it? Where are we at? 36 minutes. Oh my goodness. So yeah, plans for next year. Oh, sorry about that. It hurt me more than you. Plans for next year. I'm going to do my Luna, obviously. Yeah, I've just spoken about that. I have a bat and bird blanket that's living in my this is no means, I mean literally, the blanket is, this is just the yarns that I've kind of collected bits and pieces of. And I've also got my Tunisian crochet blanket as well. So those two are going to be sort of an ongoing projects for next year, for 22. Now I did show you a pattern for the Koru, I believe it's called. Yeah, the Koru pullover. Now I was waiting to get yarn for this, if you remember. I've got enough yarn to do two now. Excuse me. And this is a pattern by Anna Johanna. Anna Johanna, is it? Yeah, Anna Johanna. And I absolutely love the lace work on that. I'm just a sucker for lace work. I love it, absolutely love it. So that's going to be in my make for 22 also. So what have we got so far? So let's recap. We've got the button bird blanket, we have the Tunisian blanket, there'll be various socks and hats, coats, jumpers, maybe the odd shawl. I've got a shawl here that I really want to make. I believe I've already showed this again. I haven't got the stuff to make all of it. I've got the yarn. I've got a lace weight yarn that I've had in my stash for quite some time, which will be perfect for this. It's not, it's kind of greens. No, it's not. I'm lying. It's browns, creams, and all that kind of plover, which is right up my street, to be honest. That's my colour palette. I like autumnal colours, greens, browns, sort of little, not much of the reds, more of the brown reds. And yeah, so that's kind of my colour palette. But I need to get some beads, because if you look closely, it's a beaded shawl as well, and I think it's a knit. Yeah, it's knit. It's called the Arden, and it's by Anne Robinson. The designer is Anne Robinson, and I've got this pattern free from Expression Fibre Arts. As I've said in the past, I absolutely love her pattern, the patterns that she promotes, and she promotes so many different designers along the way as well. So yeah, that's going to be in my 2022. What else have we got? I think that's it for patterns thus far. I have got a pattern that I've had in this folder now for probably a year or more. I've cast it on a couple of times and then fold it back. And it's again, it's another Expression Fibre Arts free pattern. This one is, oh, who's the designer? It's because I've messed all the pages around, you see. Last page. Yeah. Siobhan Bell. Siobhan Bell is the designer of this one, and it's called the Rhubarber. I'm sure there was some explanation that she gave when she, you can probably go back and look at the podcast that she did, because every time she releases a pattern that's free, she does do a video and she does a little explanation and a little show and tell of how to do the stitches, or any special stitches or whatnot. So you can always go back to Expression Fibre Arts and have a look at the Rhubarber, Rudaba. But I love that one. So yeah, that will be a 2022 shawl. And I think, unless anything else comes along, which I'm absolutely sure something else will come along at some point. Yeah, we're going with all of those for 2022. Let's just hope it's a better year. It's not as bad as last year though, this one, was it? 2021 has not been as bad as 20, not by a long chalk. So some small things to be thankful for. Let me think. I think that's everything that I have to talk about. And it's New Year. What are you doing? What are you doing for the New Year? We're doing nothing. Everybody's ill. So we'll probably put some daft films on, some daft Christmas films, and sit in front of the TV with loads of snacks and a little tipple, and toast the new year in style. Let's style it out, shall we, into 22. I think that's it for everything. Wherever you are, I hope you have an absolutely banging new year. Be safe, take care of everyone and each other. Wish you all well for the new year, and Happy New Year. See you in the next one. Take care of each other. Bye.